Now here's the field for today's Grade 1 San Luis Rey Stakes. Leading the post parade is Ianomami number 1, owned by Mike Sloan. Ianomami is trained by Janine Sahadi, and the jockey is Eddie Dalahousse. Number 2 is Devaneux Monsieur. He's owned by Bollinger, Cowell, and Mitzenmacher. His trainer is Doug Peterson, and the jockey, Corey Black. Then comes Square Cut, number 3. Recent winner of the San Luis Obispo, Square Cut is owned by EW Racing Stables. His trainer is Joe Devereaux, and the jockey, Chris Antley. Number 4, the Brazilian-bred Sandpit. Last year's winner of the Oak Tree Invitational, Sandpit is owned by Sierra Thoroughbreds. He's trained by Dick Mandela, and riding Sandpit today is Corey Nakatani. Number 5, the Irish-bred Lejeune. Owned by Steve Taub, Lejeune is trained by Dan Hendricks. In the irons is Lafitte Peng Kai. Number 6 is River Rhythm. He's owned by Besance and Greenman. His trainer is Walter Greenman, and riding River Rhythm is Chris McCarron. Number 7, the Argentinian-bred Frenesi. Frenesi is owned by Cronin, Jarvis, Lou Attel. He's trained by Bob Marshall, and the rider of Frenesi is Patrick Valenzuela. And that's the field for this, the Grade 1, $250,000 added San Luis
race, and he races a 1.5 miles on the turf again today in the San Luis Rey.
And they set to load them in the gate now for the Grade 1 San Luis Rey Stakes. Ianomami coming into the inside gate, to be joined by Devaneux Monsieur in the white cap. Square Cut loading. Here's the favorite Sandpit coming up. Sandpit is in. Lejeune the next one with the pink sleeves. River Rhythm second last. And Frenesi to come to the outside gate. Long shot Frenesi going up. All set. Heel for the San Luis Rey Stakes sent on their way to a perfect beginning. Iron O'Mammy on the inside and Square Cut in the gold colours. Sandpit is right up alongside of them and Leyoon on the outside of that. Frenacy is moving up to race in fifth. They're going a very good pace for this distance early on. Then we come back to Debonair Monsieur, is content to drop back second last, and that leaves River Rhythm last. He's 9 off the leader. They come to the top of the stretch first time round, and Square Cut out where he likes to be, leading affairs by 1 length, and he slowed them down to a sensible pace. Now Sandpit has the white face on his outside, and Ididalahuse has Ian O'Mammy tucked in third with a red cap. They've been followed by Debonair Monsieur at the rail and Leyoon outside of him. In behind that is the long shot Frenacy, and River Rhythm quite content to trail early. He's giving the leaders 10 length start. Past the stands first time round in the San Luis Rey, and still Square Cut, Y 1 1/4. In second is Sandpit, and Ian O'Mammy is right there in third. Leyoon races fourth, and Debonair Monsieur fifth. Frenacy second last, and River Rhythm still the trailer. 9 lengths would cover the lot. All riders appear happy with their positions. They just settle down into a very steady gallop out here. The leader is still Square Cut by 1.5 lengths. Sandpit is on a nice long rein, beautifully relaxed. He's just loping along in second. He is twitching back and forth as Sandpit. Ian O'Mammy is holding his own too. He's third, only 3 lengths off that leader. Leyoon is racing fourth, then Frenacy. Debonair Monsieur's lost a bit of ground, and River Rhythm starts to pick it up from last. He's 9 off the leader. A half mile left to go, and Square Cut tries to shake loose now. Square Cut opens up to lead by 2, but Sandpit immediately starting to cut back into his lead again. Ian O'Mammy is there in third, then Leyoon. River Rhythm has moved up smartly into fifth, looking for room now, and then Frenacy. They come past the 5/16, and the leader still Square Cut, but Sandpit is absolutely cantering on his outside. A very confident Cory Nakatani now just lets Sandpit breathe to the front. He's going past him almost condescendingly here. They come for home, and Sandpit now let loose, and he strides away impressively. And it's going to be the Brazilian-bred Sandpit, just super impressive again today as he strolls through the lane. Sandpit impressive, River Rhythm second, and Square Cut finish third.
And Celtic Arms is in, and they're all in for the Caesars. And they're off in the Caesars International Handicap. Almost reluctantly going out for the lead on the outside is Earl of Barking Torch Rouge. Sandpit at the inside appears to be a very mild pace. And David Flores decides Opera Score, him better than anybody, now is on for the lead. And Nakatani sends Sandpit up along the inside, and there's a force as they streak by the stands the first time. And on the outside, Opera Score best them narrowly a half. Sandpit trying to secure the hedge in second. Up close is the Vid rating in third. On the outside, Torch Rouge is fourth. Another 1.5 lengths to a bottled up Vaudeville. Pinning him down on the outside is King's Theater. Another 1.5 lengths. On the inside comes Alice Springs. On the outside of that one is Earl of Barking and Celtic Arms. Is an easy galloping last as they win a first quarter in a mile 24 seconds over the good Bladish course. They curve to the back stretch, still in the 2-path. Now getting a little breathing room is Opera Score out on the lead a length. Sandpit, as always, a force, is up close in second. Outside, Torch Rouge is a striking force in third. Rating kindly, King's Theater in fourth. On the inside, the Vid's going to need a lane of hope. Outside is King's Theater, another 2 lengths to Alice Springs, who's all stifled and has nowhere to go. Then on the outside, Earl of Barking is yet to unfold. Same story for Celtic Arms. The half in 48 and 2, 3/4 in a mile, 13 and 3. They're into the turn, and Opera Scores had some easy fractions to deal with. On the outside, Barnmate Torch Rouge is on the attack. Here comes a big move on the outside from Vaudeville. Now Sandpit needs a wedge at the hedge, and he found it. They got less than 1/4 mile to go. Outside, Torch Rouge is on thin ice, lead to the nose. Here comes Sandpit on the inside, unleashing his charge. They got an 1/8 to go in the Caesars, and Sandpit has now made the lead 3/4, looking for room and trying to squeeze through along the inside. outside of Celtic Arms. Torch Rouge is hanging. Sandpit, one last try from Celtic Arms, and Sandpit takes the Ceasars International. Second, Celtic Arms, and third, Alice Springs.